1051.
My country.
Survival's not about certain death. It's about keeping your head down.
There's two who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words writing. What the fuck is going on?
They're taking our hard drives.
No plan. How are you even going to get into the building?
I know a way.
Shout out EmEz and tune in to the sit down.
Doesn't do it easy. That's what I'm doing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you're an avid subscriber and listener to the sit down, you know when I get guests that I actually care about, I start to fan out. I'm not a movie buff. I'm a TV guy. Homeland, y'all heard me talk about Game of Thrones. You heard me talk about Newsroom. There's some of the shows that I really were adamant about when they were on. So the guy sitting next to me this afternoon, Chris Chalk, I've watched him from afar, and I get to speak to him close and personal. Pause. I see where you going with that. But thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let me run down some of the other things that you've been in. Gotham,
Yes.
12 Years a Slave,
Yeah.
The Blacklist, Underground, Come and Find Me, Fences. You in Fences?
On Broadway.
Oh, okay.
So same cast, except me.
Got you.
We'll get into it.
Sons of Anarchy. Everyone wants me to watch that. I haven't gotten into it. Heard that's an amazing show. Sons of Anarchy.
I was on just one episode, but it was dope.
Okay.
It was dope.
Lost It, Justified, and Rent.
Yeah, you remember the movie Rent? I'm going to tell you, my name in Rent, this is how little my part was. Street vendor who sells coats.
That's it.
That's my name in Rent.
So you could have been the inspiration for Baby Boy.
I probably was.
Some of y'all old. Some of y'all young kids. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Listen, Chris Chalk's in the building. It's the Sunday. It's the sit down. Excuse me. It's your main man, EmEz. Now, how did you get into that?
Okay, so I've been acting since I was a kid. I did, theater. I feel like my mother put me in stuff just to have me go somewhere because it's a single mom situation, and so.
Where'd you grow up?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Little town, very racist, clan will march across your yard type stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not that old, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm saying you don't seem like you're in your 50s and 60s.
Yeah, like Asheville now is real dope. I just got married there to my wonderful wife.
Congratulations! I'll see you jumped the gun. I had that on the
sorry.
command.
I jumped at least me and my lady right.
Yes,
That's my baby.
I was gonna get there.
But we went back, and we wasn't gonna go back. One, because North Carolina is a bit of a mess, with the bathroom laws and.
Okay, see, I'm glad you brought that up as well because I'm lost.
Yeah.
As far as that law is concerned to North Carolina.
Me and you both.
Because they were supposed to have an All-Star game there, right?
And they took it out.
They took it out just for the bathroom.
I think Bruce Springsteen pulled out a concert. Like, people start taking their money out.
Doesn't that hurt the state of North Carolina,
it's killing them. It's killing them. It's killing them. I think they're trying to repeal it, but then I think it actually may have gotten repealed, but then somebody on the other end was like, nah, we can't have them in our bathroom.
Couldn't your nose despite your face in that aspect?
Stupidity. Because if somebody going to hurt somebody, they're going to do it no matter what bathroom you in. You know what I mean? Because that's their premise. You know what I mean? It's like, we don't want somebody who might hurt kids. Man, look, if they're going to hurt a kid, they're going to hurt a kid. It don't matter. I mean, they're terrible people, but
yeah,
I don't know.
It's a weird one because I don't want to make a stance on it because I feel
this is my thing. Yeah, I'm not a politician. Don't listen to me. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you what bathroom. What were you born as? If that's what you were born as, go use that bathroom.
But again, does it matter so much? I mean, I know I'm saying something insensitive, and I don't mean to, but I would love someone to explain to me.
I'm in the same boat.
And I will have your back. Any oppressed society, I got your back. I just don't understand.
Okay, all right. See, now I'm gonna apologize first because this may be setting you up for the okie doke.
You about to set me up?
But I'm apologize first. Why do people get so angry about the quote "All lives matter"?
Oh, I can tell you. Well, I'll tell you this.
I set you up.
Whenever somebody asks me why do all lives matter, I say, okay, if all lives matter, look at the discrepancy of justice between all lives and take care of the ones that haven't been taken care of, which are the black lives. So if you believe all lives matter, then you are saying I'm loyal to anybody who is not being taken care of. So why are you not helping black folk?
See, that was the most eloquent way I've heard it put. Because if you're really about all lives, let's just look at how the discrepancy of all these lives.
You are about every single life, man. You. First off, you need to be popping off to Syria real quick. You should have been in the Sudan long time ago. And then in America, you like, I got to stay domestic. It seems to me Native American lives and brown skin lives are being, just massacred on the reg.
This is great. I feel like it's an episode of the Newsroom. See, I don't watch the news. You know what I'm talking about. It's me and Chris Chalk in the building. This is sit down.
But Asheville, North Carolina, act below. We already got into it.
Mhm.
Grew up doing a little theater here and there. I think maybe the 5th grade, I don't know. But no, I didn't make money until, college, when I did a tour in France, Spain, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Switzerland with this group called El Tricycle. And then I came to New York and was unemployed. For a long
New York can do
time.
it to you, fam.
New York, boy. Woo!
Yes.
And then I worked at Labyrinth Theater Company. I was a reader for Bernard Telsey and Company for a long, long time. And then finally I was like, and I was a doorman at the W New York Times Square, and I hurt my back. I was like, I need to get it together.
How did you hurt your back being a doorman?
A Dora the Explorer bag, I'm not joking. A little kid's bag, a little baby bag. I reached up, I picked it up, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. But really, I think it was just my the world was like, hey, stop.
Enough of this, yeah.
I gained, I think, 57 pounds.
Being a doorman, you don't do.
I was 261 pounds.
You.
I am 5
Where?
feet 9 inches.
Where?
I look terrible. Look, and some people can carry that much weight. Man, I couldn't.
That's my guy, man. He carries that 255.
Some people look
very
good.
well.
Some people look. But either way, and then I just started, really focusing on acting, setting some goals. And theater was the main thing I did for a long time, off Broadway.
Okay, I have a question. See,
Go.
I want to dibble and dabble into the acting.
Let's dibble and dabble.
But do you have to do Broadway before you become an actor?
That's not a real thing, no.
No.
No, most actors have never done Broadway.
Okay, I'm just asking because a lot of the people that I come across, they either have put some time into Broadway or writing for Broadway or something of that aspect.
I think a popular opinion is that theater training sets you up well for everything, whereas if you just do film and TV, it does not set you up for theater. You will be lost. You will be lost at sea. And so it's just a way to be better prepared and to kind of know your body more. I mean, I went to school for acting, so
Yeah.
in fact, yesterday I ran into this brother and he was like, "Oh, I recognize you." I said, "Hey, hit me up and we can talk about it if you need help," because I'm about helping folks. Because nobody helped me that
See
much.
that? You see that? He's about helping folks.
I'm about helping folks.
I'm taking an acting class this summer. I'll be looking
I'm
for
getting
help.
ready to teach on Monday. I'm teaching class on Monday.
How about we take his class? Why
I'm
not?
telling you, man. I'm trying to help folks. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, but he was asking me about training, and then he's doing a play, but he's never had any training, and I was like, I'm proud of you, bro, for doing it, but you kind of now have to reverse engineer and just figure out how to talk.
Yeah.
Because you learn how to talk, you learn how to breathe. It's a lot of technical stuff if you come up through theater that you won't necessarily get coming through the film and TV doorway. But they all work, if you want it to happen.
We about to make it happen. Mr. Sit Down, Jermaine, EmEz and Chris Chalk is in the building. All right.
Yes.
Talk to me about some of the weirdest casting calls you've been on.
Weird because of me or weird because of them?
Them. Like they've
Oh,
asked,
you know what?
you know what? Forget that. Give me an instance where in a casting call they've asked you to do something awkward and you was like, I ain't for that.
I feel like commercial casting, which I don't do anymore because I'm not good at it, but I had to stop doing it so I felt like I was in control of it.
What's the difference?
It's a huge difference in commercials. There's a difference in audition for anything. It's a different medium, you know what I mean? But commercials, it feels like, I'll say, they don't really care. And so you'll be, and like you get the words 5 seconds before you go in the room, right? And you go, okay, I'm going to do my best. You go in the room, you might get a call back. You get a call back. It's like 12 people somewhere way back in the cut who might be paying attention and they might not. And they always, this is my truth, they always said to me, warmer, try to be warmer. And I was like, I'm the nicest dude I know. Y'all racist. I'm not lying to you. I was like, but no, it's when I learned a really important thing though as an actor. It's like you gotta know the room you're going into. I'm a dark-skinned black dude with tattoos whose resting face is mean. And so like if I walk into a room with brothers, I'm good. Ain't nobody gonna be like, but if you walk in a room full of certain other types of people, white people, Asian people, women, men, you gotta know how to like be yourself, but be aware that like I'm aware that I'm tatted up, I'm aware that I got to, smile a little bit. But when they kept saying warmer, I was like, and I remember one voiceover, which is similar to commercials. Somebody said warmer, and I had an unprofessional response.
What was the response?
The response was, so you mean black? You mean something about my blackness?
Less black
is offensive? It was some shit like that where I was like, what are you doing? Chris, I ain't had no money. I ain't had no money to be doing nothing like that. And
Chris, get out your face.
There ended my voiceover. It was over. It was over that day.
Oh.
That's okay, though.
Listen, you went on to do 12 Years a Slave.
That's a good movie.
How was it going in for that?
Oh, you know what was dope about that? I was in LA doing Newsroom at the time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And
I miss Newsroom.
Such a good show. Francine Mays was a great casting director. She had me.
Aaron Rodgers winning, man. I'm sorry.
They're done.
What?
Yeah.
So how
Last time I read.
I mean, I haven't. Once it started, I just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was an audition where 12 Years Steve was in Holland or something. So I was on tape for 2 different roles, and they liked my read so much they put the roles together and made it one role.
Oh.
And then I met him on the first day of work. Well, first day of rehearsal, which was in New Orleans. He's dope. Steve McQueen is really dope.
Now, okay.
Tell me.
Denzel.
Love him.
There's got to be some parts of Denzel that aren't perfect. Give me some about Denzel. He picks his nose. He smokes cigarettes. Some.
He smokes cigarettes.
Some. Denzel, to me, again, I come from a different planet, maybe.
Yeah.
And Denzel looks like he is every black man's blueprint. Like, Denzel has the versatility to play the thug nigga on the corner, the bum nigga on the street, the father, the brother. Like, to me, again, in acting, he seems like the prototypical black man. Am I wrong?
I think but I worked with D in theater, so it's a huge difference.
Oh.
Huge. Because theater, you gotta have teamwork, and I've been doing theater for 10 years, so I ain't scared of nobody. Like, that's what I do. It's my element. I'm not afraid of you. This ain't no movie. You don't get 2 takes.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So he came into that experience with that. He knew it. With me, Viola Davis, Stephen McKinley Henderson. Monsters, like actual monsters who will devour you if you're not paying attention.
Hey, listen, people, we got to start putting my guy Chris talking in different realms, and like being around Viola Davis and Denzel and with the shows like Homeland and 12 Years a Slave and Newsroom. You might be.
I do a lot of stuff, man.
I don't want to A-lister.
No, I wouldn't go A yet.
A?
Nah, I'm not making enough money to say A. If this is A, I'm disappointed.
If you're not an A, you a strong B for it.
I mess with a strong B. I
ain't got Sons of Anarchy. You got a lot of you know what I'm saying? I'm just fanning out now because, like I said, there's certain people that I care about, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, Vi, me and Vi did a movie. She put her and her husband produced a film, Lila and Eve, which is okay. It's a pretty good movie. Not great, good, pretty good. But it was dope because she reached back. You know what I mean? Like, because we're friends, we're friends, and we're friendly and friends, but we don't see each other a lot. And it was cool when she was like, "Oh, I'm doing this movie. Come, read for it." And then she made sure I got in it, and it was a scene with her and Jennifer Lopez. That was a weird name to forget.
J-Lo, come on.
Sorry. But yeah. But it's good. She's a great example of what it should be like. She works hard. She reaches back. She's always looking to help other cats out. Like Yolanda Ross and her, real close. And she will always put Yo in stuff. Always. Good. Always. Yeah, because, when you see somebody who is incredible and you then have the power to, give them a platform, it's your obligation.
Amen. I believe that to be very, very true.
And that is my dilemma with Denzel previous to Fences.
Okay, see how he's gonna give me one. Go ahead.
No. It's just that I feel like it's now that he's directing more, he's putting people on more. Now, granted, during what's that movie? Antoine Fisher, he made sure it was mostly brown skin. He did. So when he's directing, he's helping us.
Okay, so now
he's helping us. So I just want to make I'm not gonna say no negative. I want him to continue to do what he's doing right now. Keep directing Fences, do the whole August Wilson cycle, because then you're employing us, and you are choosing who's next.
Yes.
As opposed to letting the industry choose who's next.
And you got to commend him for that.
Yeah.
But there's also, I forget the kid's name. He's in Ballers. Denzel's son. Why is he so adamant about not using his father or using the name Washington to at least help him?
Because he's dumb. I don't know.
I say that to say maybe.
Look, because when you don't know, right? I know some famous children who are of famous parents, and they all have that similar thing. I'll do it on my own, but that's because you ain't never had to struggle. That's why you want to do it. Let me tell you something, son. I worked at the New York Times Square. I gained 61 pounds. Man, that's because I was sad.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I needed somebody to have my back.
Absolutely.
And be like, no, just let him have this little role here. I'd have taken it.
You tried to do the Denzel voice right there. You beat that?
Oh, was it? Did I do it? You're welcome. You're all very welcome.
It's the sit down.
That's my
Chris Chalk is in the
impersonation.
building. I say all that to say about the Denzel thing. Maybe he didn't feel his father was around enough or helped him enough, so that's why.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, I feel like though, from the little pocket that I got to know D, he was there. I mean, like they take vacations every year as a family. It's like he's definitely there for the. I mean, they get to eat food that we don't get to eat.
Like what?
So like whatever they eating. Let me tell you something about this daddy not home. My daddy really wasn't home. Like he wasn't out making money, making a millionaire, billionaire living. Making sure I can get into any university. That dad is home. He just ain't physically there. My daddy was not home
At all.
So I can't abide by this like privileged version of daddy's not home. God bless him. Your struggle is valid, but come on, have some perspective.
Listen.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yes, you should have. It's right because here's the thing. Every man, your job is to protect and serve, and to make sure the future is right for your son. So
I think that's important. I mean, it's a woman's job too.
Absolutely, she helps.
But if I had a son, she helps.
She helps.
My mother did it all, so she.
Oh, listen, I come from a single mom home as well.
Yeah.
But I don't want to leave that burden on just a woman.
Yeah.
That's
think
a
single
huge
parenting
burden.
is tough.
It's a huge burden to live on one person, and it kills me that we don't need to get into it.
Yeah, we gonna start crying.
Listen, we don't need to get
We're
into
looking
it.
the gospel of what's wrong with this world over here. Mama, I love you so much.
Listen,
Yeah, we got you, Ma. We got you, Ma.
Oh, so what's on the horizon? What's in the future for Chris Chalk?
Right now I'm a regular on Gotham. We just got renewed, which is a great show. It's kind of
Are you a
different
superhero
than-
on Gotham?
I am Lucius Fox, aka younger Morgan Freeman. It's the best. It's the way people can do it. I'm like, we're not doing this. I'm not. It sucks to say it that way, but it's the quickest way. And then I'm also we're playing William Still on Underground, which hopefully will get picked up for a third season. Which is kind of more in the vein of the stuff I typically try to do. But sometimes you want to sleep, so you do something fun, so you're not having nightmares every night. And then the movie Detroit. Catherine Bigelow's joint is coming out, I think, in August.
I think I've heard about that.
Bro, go look at the trailer when you get a chance. I was in it, so I know it's dope.
I swear I've heard about this.
Trailer just came out maybe a couple weeks ago, and I saw the trailer. I'm not even in the trailer, and I was like, damn, that woman can make a movie.
Yeah?
She
I
can
will
make
look
a
at it
movie.
right
She's
now.
incredible. Her and Steve McQueen are definitely my two favorite film directors I've worked with.
That was my next question. Who are some of the directors you enjoy working with?
Film. Steve McQueen, Catherine Bigelow. They're somewhere in a tie because they both respect the artist enough to let them do them. Mm-hmm. Like they both create an environment where you can't fail even if you're terrible. Anthony Hemingway, who is he was at my wedding. That's how much I love this dude. Like I met this dude.
Speaking of wedding, let's change
That's
gears.
me.
Let's change gears.
That's a picture of me.
Hope you can see. It's my guy here.
It's my wife.
Where'd you guys meet?
We met. She went to. I went to UNC Greensboro. Mm. She went to North Carolina A&T University.
Oh, so this is a college love affair?
No, bro. We were at school a mile from each other, but I was in my thing.
Tunnel vision.
And also I didn't know I was going to college. I'm the first to go, and so I didn't know It's weird to have watched A Different World and still not know what an HBCU was.
Oh,
I didn't know. I didn't understand.
I've never.
I wasn't a very smart kid.
And that's sad. And that's sad to me at this point in my life. I've never been. I've never even walked onto a campus.
Oh, you should. You should.
I'm afraid that I might like it too much. At my age, I feel like, damn, I missed out on a huge part of my life.
She talks about her existence, because I'm kind of a geeky, nerdy black dude, weird throat voice that's up in here. I love to drop it down. You know? But this is hard to do all the time. You know what I mean? So I like to keep it up here. Like I'm not the coolest. I'm not the coolest cat I ever met. But she's not either. And when she got to school, she was like, "Oh, there's brown skinned people like me. I feel so safe and comfortable." Whereas when I went to school in a predominantly white school, I was like, "Oh, I'm still the other." So I think, and we got in a big debate with a friend of ours who has a 5-year-old son, and she herself as a single mom went to an HBCU, and she said, "Is there still a need for HBCUs?" And I said, "When did you learn the truth about slavery?" She said, "When I was in my 20s." I said, "Then there's a need for a HBCU, like, because you just don't learn the truth in school anymore. Maybe now more so than ever. Like, because I go in school sometimes and teach, and you pick up a textbook and you see indentured servants instead of slaves. You like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's not the same story.
It's different.
The telephone thing's not really working here.
So I don't know. But either way, we were a mile from each other, never met each other. Both came up in New York doing theater, never met each other. And then my friend Alano and DeWanda, they said, "Oh, can Kim come over?" I said, "I don't know Kim. She can come over. She's at my house." And she came over and
Never left.
we were both dating people at the same time, at that time. But it ended up being like the four of us, me, Alano, DeWanda, and Kim were always hanging out because my lady was working and her guy was working a lot. And no funny business happened because she was my homie. I promise.
Chris, come on, God.
No funny business happened until
no funny
it got
business
close.
happened. But now you guys are married 7 years later.
Okay, so what happened was, right when we did, this is so LA, we were doing a 30-day yoga challenge. I was single, so it don't matter. But she was almost single. And nothing like...
Somebody left somebody, knew somebody.
Nope, no, she'd already left.
Oh, okay.
She already left. And he's a good dude. He's a funny dude. He's just, you know.
He's just not watching any movies or TV shows you're in.
I doubt that he is. But look, I don't care about him. Don't matter.
You won!
I don't care.
You won!
Yeah, look, I wish we had cheated. I'd tell him right now. I took your girl, son. What?
So,
but I
okay,
didn't.
so she's in the same industry.
Yeah, she's an actress. She's incredible.
Do you think that for someone in the entertainment business as yourself, that it has to be someone, your person has to be that as well?
No. I think it's...
Does it make it easier?
I'm a good communicator, so it doesn't matter. But I can imagine a world where being with somebody who does what you do, especially if it's in entertainment, is useful. So you have a shorthand. You don't have to explain why, you sad or why you happy. You know what I mean? Like there is a understanding. Like she's in a moment of, well, she's coming out of a moment of struggle because she moved back here with me. Because I got hired to do Gotham, so they moved us out here, and she was already doing well. She was doing stand-up comedy, she was doing shorts, she was really, doing well, but she moved for love, and we both thought it was a bad idea, and so she came to New York and kind of, not started over, but it feels stagnant again. Yeah, and so, I forgot my point, I just felt sad for my lady. You see what I just did? I just got caught up. I forgot what I was talking about. I was just like,
it don't even matter.
My baby moved from me.
That's it. That's love. You see that?
It is.
That's love.
It is. She's the best. I don't know my point, but she's the best.
Listen,
somebody asked me the other day, they said, "Do you love being married?" I said, "I do, bro." And it's another one of my brothers. We do jiu-jitsu together. Carl Cofield, great director. And
hold on, yoga, jiu-jitsu? This guy's deep, fam. Go ahead. I like to see when people say things in passing and then just yoga and then.
Yeah, there's two important things you should do. You got to know how to defend yourself. Jiu-jitsu, I think, is so important. And Krav Maga's dope, but not without some understanding of a martial art. Because Krav Maga will teach you to murder people. I can learn to be taught that. It's crazy. But Jiu-Jitsu is about, especially for young women, like if we have a daughter, if we're blessed enough to have a daughter, like first thing she's doing is taking Jiu-Jitsu. Because the main position is on your back, somebody between your legs. How do you defend yourself? It's the main position. And people are savage. You know what I mean? And I don't want to kill nobody, so maybe she can do it for me.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I didn't know that, but that's a real...
Jiu-Jitsu is everything. And yoga, you're trying to live up in here.
Amen.
I forgot my point again. I do that.
No, don't worry about it.
What were we talking about?
Movies. What's on the horizon for
we
Chris
talked
Shaw?
about we talked about Detroit coming out, Gotham's coming back for a fourth season, Underground hopefully for a third. That's that. We said something.
Dude, are you working on anything like writing?
Myself? Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good call. There's a movie. My boy, I won't tell the whole story, but my boy is a Marine. He's, retired, but you're always a Marine. And it's really about his sister, but I'm not very good at writing from a female perspective, and I don't think it's my story to tell in that way. But something very terrible happened to my god sister, his sister, and I'm telling it through his perspective. And it's a script that's done. In fact, I was talking a minute ago about how I was going to shoot. I personally was going to film a short of it to try to sell it, but now my manager kind of has some feelers, so I'm just going to leave it be. But that is a movie. It's going to be called Curtis, probably, or Hero to None, one of those two. Or somebody will buy it and change the name, and I'll be in it, and I don't care.
As long as you get a little bit of...
Let me tell you, I don't care what the name is. Name whatever you want.
I like this guy.
Okay.
I like this guy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I have a boat cruise I'm doing this summer. If you're around...
Which summer?
It's around September, early September, early August.
I'll be here. I'll be working. Yeah.
If you're not busy, I'd love to invite you.
Let's come. Y'all heard him. Right?
I see. I was about to say he already said he coming. We got last year. We had cigars. We had some rappers.
I've never had a cigar.
Oh, it was my own personal cigar. So
Yeah.
we'll
I'll try a cigar. My lady,
bring her on.
she's wild.
Oh, we're gonna have a nice little.
She's way more fun than me.
Is that a problem?
Nah.
Your girl's more fun than you?
She's way more fun. She's more fun for other people, right? I'm an entertainer. Like, I can keep it live, but I get drained, and eventually I'm like, I gotta go. Whereas the more people that come in the room, it's like her superpower. Like, suddenly she's just like,
she's the life of the party.
Like last night, she came home from doing a show, which is a really good show. It's down at Here Arts Center, but it's hard. It's tough. It's about abuse of women, abuse of brown-skinned women by police, and rape.
Start doing that. I want to start being.
And it's tough. It's a tough gig to have to do every single night. You know what I mean? And then a talk back afterwards where everybody starts to talk about their abuse and so it's heavy. But she came home, like, she went and hung out with some friends, and I was like, oh no, she getting it in. It's the end of the week too. And then she came home and we had some friends over, and she was like, I know what a wine at, and I don't drink. But I was like, oh, okay, I guess we gonna be up till 3. Oh no, 4. Okay.
Listen, it happens like that sometimes.
Yeah, so she can get it in. Meanwhile, I'm like, let me play a video game and go to bed real quick.
I told you I like this guy. What video game of choice, sir?
Right now, Last of Us, because I just got a PlayStation. I just got
PlayStation.
And I love Call of Duty, but currently we're playing The Division because it was on sale.
Oh, I haven't had that one yet, but I've heard that game.
It's $20 right now. Buy it.
Heard that game is amazing.
It's a great game. I finished it on Xbox, but my boys now we have a whole thing because they're still in North Carolina.
I like this guy.
You know it.
I like this guy. I like this. Online, playing online.
You play online, and you got to get the system and the game everybody else got, even if you don't like it.
Here's ladies. Ladies. A doctor told me this when I was in my mid-20s. He said, you're still the same guy you were at 17, but don't take it bad because most people don't change who they are from 17 to 20.
You think that's true?
Oh, no, I think at the core, I still love playing video games with my boxes in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's ever
I like being by myself.
I
like reading and writing, being by myself or with my wife. And I can do parties, but that was a learned skill.
Exactly. That's not who I am
at
at
my
my core.
core. Give me about 10 people, and we can have fun all night. You go to 11, I'm going to start getting weird.
See, you went too far. After 6 or 7, I'm like, all right, I don't trust.
Yeah, it's like what?
Next
Yeah, and then we have a whole thing about, we're big on, like, sage in the house. Like, because we had some cats come through, and we didn't like the energy, so it was like, okay, party's over. And the first thing she did was she lit some sage and was like, "Nam yo horenge yo, nam yo horenge." What
is that?
She's a practicing Buddhist, and therefore, right before we got married, I decided to join Buddhism because it's a practice less than it's. I mean, you can consider it a religion, but it's also a practice. Like the first time I came across Buddhism was actually What's Love Got to Do with It, but I didn't realize it. But my friend Ashley, who was also in 12 Years a Slave, she's been a Buddhist, and she's also a practicing. She's a Jewish person. She's a biracial Jewish person, and she's
practicing Buddhism.
Yeah, she practices both. And she said, being a Buddhist helps me to be a better, her quote, Jew. And because it's a practice of, look, the first thing you do is chant for other people. Like, that was supposed to be the like Southern Baptist thing I was raised on, but it's all about hate. And I don't think they mean for it to be, but it's filtered through humans. And we are what we are, you know what I mean? And so, you know, we put our insecurities and stuff in the way and start to filter through our thoughts, and it gets messed up. Whereas Buddhism itself, it has a very strict, not that strict, practice of the order in which you pray, and you are the very last thing. You pray for the founders, you pray for other people, you pray for the dead people, and then you can talk a little bit about yourself, but it's almost time to go. You know what I mean? Which is, I think, beautiful to have to consider other humans first. Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, I'll practice this with you. Yeah. I love it. It's fun. I mean, she loves it more than me because she's all in.
You might have converted another. I'm going to look into that this afternoon.
You should. It's fun.
We might have to end this here before I become a Buddhist. Chris Chalk, I enjoyed this one more than most of my interviews. I'm very serious about the boat ride. If you're
We'll exchange all the stuff. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I will continue to support you in everything else that you're doing. Like I said, I've been watching you from afar, and now I get to watch you from a close pause.
I love you too.
And any last words you want to tell the audience?
Keep supporting brown skinned people.
Amen.
No, but seriously, right? Just one more rant.
Let's go ahead.
I love this. I think that is so important. I know everybody's like, oh, another slave story, which I think is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. God bless you if you think that, but I just want to give you a second to rethink this. Now, there are millions of humans who have passed in slavery in America. Let's just stay with America. We know it was everywhere. We're going to stay in America. To say that 3 movies is enough to tell that story, you are disservicing yourself. I say release that shame that they have put on you about slavery, because we survived slavery.
The Haitian Revolution needs to be told eventually.
That also, and exactly, and every story needs to be told. That doesn't mean stop telling some stories.
Yeah, tell them
it
all.
Means tell them all. Old boy tried to tell, Nat's story, but then, his
thing, yeah, exactly. I'm saying.
Punch him in his nose for that, man. But either way,
But
it's important to support these stories because that's the only way they get made. That's the only way they get made, because that money has to come from somewhere, and everything is about money. So, like, I remember there was one film that was about slavery that got financed by Chinese people, right? They had gone to all the famous and rich black people they could think of and couldn't get a dime, so they went and got Chinese money. So thank you, China, for making us some of our movies, but we got to start, telling our own stories.
Okay, now, I wanted to end it, but you got it, so I'm going to ask another question.
Do it.
I was watching Dear White People on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I forget the girl's name, the lead actress. Mm-hmm. She's a black activist in this stuff, talking about dear white people wearing blackface for Halloween is unacceptable. So she's hardcore RGB, real black girls, all black
RGB,
black girls matter, all that.
Yeah. Black girls matter.
So now, next scene, she's like, "Oh yeah, Daddy, give it to me," and she's having sex
that dude,
with a white guy.
Yeah.
That to me, that just seems like I don't eat pork, but I'm gonna sleep with this pork in the bed. How does that to me seems wrong? I want your opinion on it.
There's no right and wrong.
Are you right? Go ahead.
But how do you feel? As a person who has dated outside of my race, there's nothing like dating inside of my race. It goes back to the shorthand and the experience. I've been with people where I'm trying to be like, nah, no, they looking at us and we should leave. And they're like, well, I don't understand. I'm like, well, we gonna probably break up in 2 weeks then. And I remember dating one girl, I hope she hears this because she knows it's her. She said, we were in the Container Store in L.A., just so I want her to know it's her. And she said, because I don't see race. And I said, that's the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. And she was like, what did I, she starts weeping. I'm like, the tears are irrelevant. That's dumb. You wouldn't say that shit if I was white. Like, how you don't see race? Suddenly in front of the black dude, you don't see race? And are you blind? Are you, because you trying to say, what you trying to say is, I'm not a problem. By saying you don't see race, you are the problem. You the biggest problem, because you think you liberal, but you over here pretending shit don't exist.
Running from the...
Like, but again, if you go into having to acknowledge privilege, you got to change your whole life. See, I keep doing it.
We could be here for hours, Chris.
Yeah, I know. I gotta stop bringing stuff.
You got things you gotta do. I got places we need to be.
We do, and I love everybody individually. As groups, we gotta, we gotta be specific.
He's trying to bait me into this All Lives Matter thing. Got you, son. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Agreed.
Let them know the Instagram and Twitters and all that good
Oh
stuff.
yeah, my Instagram is my name is Chris Chalk.
He's trying to get off the thing.
It's my name. Just because every time I say my name is Chris Chalk, they go, so Chris Chalk. No. It is my name is Chris Chalk. Chris Chalk was taken by this artist, this Australian artist. I was mad. His work is okay. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, I got beat out by an Australian dude with average painting skills. That's not nice. I don't know that dude. That's not nice. He's probably really great. I don't know him. I hope his family loves him.
And he drinks Fosters.
Oh, and then everything else is Chalk Chris. I think that's my Twitter. Facebook is Chris Chalk or Chalk Chris. I don't know. But Instagram, my name is Chris Chalk. That's the whole thing.
I enjoyed it. I appreciate you for coming by. This won't be the first time. And I'm going to look into taking, I guess, your acting class.
I'm good.
I mean, listen, fam. You see this right here?
What I do.
It says enough.
Look, I only can do like 12 things really good. The rest I'm terrible at.
I just need two.
Two's good too.
I just need two.
But look, two's amazing.
Listen, the radio thing is, I don't like to toot my own horn. Yeah, I ain't on
But
this
you
side.
good at it.
I ain't on
That's
this
what
side.
you do.
I just want to dibble and dabble in that world. See if I can do
Come
something.
on, baby.
Say no more. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate you. It's a sit down, Chris Chalk, EmEz.
Shout out EmEz and tune in to the sit down.
Boy, you should have known by now. Easy does, easy does, easy does.
Power 1051.